Hi, Dick Betts here. Welcome to another episode of This Week in the Villages.
The only way he would agree to doing this is if he could do the intro today. But I got to tell you, what happened is I wanted to find a young, charming, handsome, overly good-looking person to interview today. And when I couldn't find anybody, I called him. This is Damon. Okay, so he's here today, and we want to dispel some rumors. People always talking about, well, the North is old, the South is young, this and that, the other thing. And it really kind of grates me because, again, you don't realize when people come here, they come here to live their life and be busy and active. I was telling Damon, I have a 86-year-old buddy that plays golf 4 times a week, cards 5 nights a week, and drinks scotch, okay? So, I mean, he's living a life at 86. He's more fun than somebody in their 50s or earlier than other people, It's all about life. So before I go any further, I'm just going to let you take it from here.
Yeah, so I met Dick a year and a half ago. I'm 44. I've lived in the Villages for a little over 2 years now. And when I first had the idea, I was coming back to Florida after my son graduated high school. I thought I was going to move to Tampa in the area, and the area had grown so much I couldn't deal with the congestion. And some people that we knew, my girlfriend Kendall and I, told us to come stay over here in the Villages. And when I heard the idea, I thought, I don't even want to do that. And they insisted that I would love it. And so we came over here one night just to get away. And we drove around in their golf cart. And after about 30 minutes of being here, I realized that I wanted to live here. And it is an amazing place. I haven't regretted it since. When we were doing that, one thing for the day and a half we were here, I was asking people, what would you do differently? And I heard a lot. I would have moved here earlier. And when I heard that multiple times, I decided that I would move here early. And so at 42, I went through the process and bought in the Villages.
He's illegal. No, as you know, the 80-20 rule allows people like him to come here. And we're getting more and more of that with remote working, which you do still work remote, correct?
I do, yes.
Yeah. So he's able to skip out of work and come to my house for a few minutes and then go back to work, or maybe later he can drop into a pool or something. But anyway, so you're living the life while you're still working.
Yeah, I am.
Now, your neighborhood. He does live north of 466, okay, and which people say is the old section. Does he look old? But anyway, tell me about your neighborhood and about it changing over. You're already starting to see it.
Yeah, we really do. I live in a really good spot just north of 466 by Tierra del Sol Golf Course. And one thing that we've really noticed is a lot of the homeowners were original homeowners, and they have since started moving out, passing on, and there's been a lot of turnover. And the neighborhood's getting younger and younger, and the 55 plus people that are moving in are kind of taking over, and it's a good thing. It's added a lot of energy to our neighborhood associations and things like that, and it's going to continue to do so.
That's it. I mean, when you look at, like between the Sixes now, a very popular area, a lot of those homes were built in, say, 2005, 2010. Mm-hmm. So the original buyers, if they were 65 and they bought 20 years ago, they'd be 85. And the next chapter's coming, folks. We all have that next chapter, wherever it is, going back north to be in family, some type of assisted living or independent living, or the other choice. So again, these neighborhoods turn over. And we're seeing that as we move forward in different neighborhoods around. And I know my neighborhood, where I live, you live about a mile from me, mile and a half, something like that. So anyway, in my neighborhood, when Michelle and I bought here in 2013, we were the youngest. We were in our 50s, okay? And I think Michelle still looks like she's in her 50s. Make sure she watches. Okay. But anyway, we moved here in our 50s, and we're the youngest on our cul-de-sac block. And I think today we're the 7th youngest. So, I mean, in those 12 years, because our neighborhood was built even before yours was. Mm-hmm. So, and a lot of times we're on like the second generation of homeowners. And again, Spanish Springs. I want to talk about Spanish Springs for a minute. Like, you like going up there, Americanas, spending time, you know?
Yeah.
And then I guess you're more of a Lake Sumter, City Fire kind of guy?
I like them both equally. The crowds are maybe a little different, but overall, it doesn't matter which one you go to. People are there to have fun, and a lot of that will depend on who the band is and who they bring in. People will travel to go see who they want, and both of them, they're renovating Spanish Springs, as you know, and they've put some money into it, and there are bars and restaurants that are great, and Lake Sumter's as well.
Yeah.
I like them both.
Yeah, a lot of times it's just choosing the band, because you look online and see, oh, okay, Blonde Ambition's here and Empire's here. Which one do I want to go see tonight? So, and even Brownwood, sometimes if you really have a really favorite band, you know, sometimes you'll hop different squares. And you know, the thing is, if you're following a band, a lot of times you see other people that follow that band as well, and next thing you know, now you've expanded your social circle.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's why I wanted him here. You know, that's the only reason I wanted him here. After he stole my introduction, because he said that's the highlight of my video, that he wanted to do it. And I said, if you come do it, that's fine. So anything else? I mean, other than you can't have regrets for coming here, not coming sooner, because any earlier, you absolutely couldn't have. 42.
No, that's right.
Yeah.
I love it. If I won Powerball tomorrow, I tell people I would probably just buy another couple of homes here so my family could come visit more often. But you know, I kind of go back to the thing. You know, I think it was Andy Rooney one time who said, you know, the idea of living a long life appeals to everyone, but the idea of growing old appeals to no one. And I really feel like people come down here not to grow old, but to live their life. And I have really found out that they are very active. I grew up in a college town in the Midwest, and these people are just as active as a lot of those kids when they get out of the house for the first time and go to college, because a lot of these people have retired or they're free from their kids for the first time in their life, and so they want to play golf, they want to go to happy hours, they want to watch games and do different activities. And no matter what it is, you can get involved in any of that without any problem, and they go all the time, and it's fun.
They do. Yeah, when somebody first moves here, I get a kick out when they're trying to do everything and they can't. You know?
That's right.
So, anyway, walking, talking example of old people in the villages. All right. So again, don't listen a lot or read a lot of stuff, because say you do buy a home like they did in a neighborhood, it won't be long until, you know, it's going to be changing over. And I don't know if it'll be your age yet. You probably got a place to stay for a while that you'll still be the youngest, but anyway. All right, that's it. Any closing word? I never had Andy Rooney quoted on any of my This Week in the Villages, so I thank you for that. You know,
Probably,
that
especially by a young person.
True. Well, of course, you're the youngest person I've had on here so far. So anyway. All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I've enjoyed it. And, you know, don't, what do I want to say? Don't believe everything you've read. Just because it's on the internet doesn't mean it's true. Okay? All right. Until next time, see ya.